Ukraine has failed to reach an agreement with holders of $2.6 billion in debt during recent negotiations in Washington, raising the risk of default. The Ministry of Finance stated that without a restructuring deal, the country must address nearly $600 million in debt obligations due by the end of May. The debt in question includes warrants issued in 2015, which require repayment if Ukraine's annual GDP growth exceeds 3%. Although the economy surpassed this threshold in 2023, the ministry emphasized that these warrants no longer reflect current economic realities due to the war's impact. Core inflation in Tokyo surged to 3.4% in April, the highest in 2 years, driven by increasing food prices. The rise complicates the Bank of Japan's efforts to exit its ultra-easy monetary policy ahead of its policy meeting on April 30 to May 1st, where rates are expected to remain at 0.5%. Economists predict that inflation will stay elevated for several months, influenced by reduced government subsidies for energy and recent food price hikes. A separate index excluding fresh food and fuel rose 3.1% in April. Moving to the tech sector, Reuters has reported that Apple aims to make most of its iPhones sold in the United States at factories in India by the end of 2026. The U.S. tech giant is holding urgent talks with contract manufacturers Foxconn and Tata to achieve that goal. As Apple is aiming to diversify its manufacturing beyond China, Apple sells over 60 million iPhones in the U.S. annually, with roughly 80% of them made in China currently. Reuters added that for iPhones, manufacturing costs in India are 5 to 8% higher than in China, with the difference rising to as much as 10% in some cases.